talk to our customers specifically about error-proofing processes. They have a well-defined process in manufacturing, whether it's a vehicle, whether it is an industrial piece of equipment, or even a consumer product, where they want to ensure that that part or assembly or full assembly is going through the proper steps in that process. We also work with our customers who face some of the challenges of counterfeiting. I think we can all relate to the automotive industry when we see our vehicles, for whatever reason, whether it's an airbag, a braking system, something safety is being recalled. We're working with those manufacturers that are on that other side of how do we replace those faulty components? Where are those faulty components? Having that track and trace enables that manufacturer to ensure that that product has gone through all of the necessary steps in the process before it ever leaves the building. That's how they protect against, let's say, quality defects or process defects. You need that track and trace system in place, or else you just don't know, is that your product or is it a counterfeit? Having that track and trace system is really the authority. It's the center in which makes those decisions that, is this a good part? Has it met all of the processes steps in order for it to be shipped? That's mission critical, is having that track and trace system there that makes those decisions without really without human intervention. When we talk about connected enterprise, I think in terms of smart manufacturing. It's another way for us to understand, are we manufacturing today where we have bidirectional communication from the factory floor to the enterprise software and vice versa? So manufacturers today are able to look at their product on the floor. They're looking at being able to look at the productivity of machines on the floor. They can look for bottlenecks, defects, potential quarantines. All that information that's on the floor needs to be in the IT part of their business, so that folks can make real decisions based upon that data. A traceability system, let's be honest, it's a pretty daunting task. I think when people look at it initially, especially manufacturers, they look and say, all right, how do I trace everything in our process? It's a lot. I would say when we're talking to manufacturers, that's definitely a big concern. But we always try to take two steps back. One, we look at it and say traceability is really a process. It's a process to understand, and we typically talk to them in terms of a 4-step process. What's really then critical is that we deploy that incrementally. I think that's definitely the challenge that a lot of manufacturers face, is that they feel it's an all or nothing type of an event. And it's really not. I think it definitely, when we're working with our customers, it is an incremental deployment. So we want to look at, let's take the first step. First step is marking that product with a unique barcode, and then tying that barcode into their database. And those steps can be scaled over time.